Part 1. The Beginning. Meet Sumire. A young woman who dreams of becoming a novelist. She reads obsessively, writes constantly, and believes words can explain everything. But while she understands books, she struggles to understand people, especially love. Then there's Kay, a quiet school teacher, and our narrator. He's deeply in love with Sumire, but he never tells her. Because sometimes loving someone means accepting that your feelings will never be returned. Everything changes when Sumire meets Miu. Sophisticated, intelligent, mysterious. A woman nearly 20 years older. Sumire falls in love instantly. Not with an idea of Miu, but with the impossible distance that surrounds her. Their friendship grows in Tokyo. They spend evenings talking about music, literature, and life. Slowly, Sumire begins writing less, because for the first time, real life becomes more fascinating than fiction. Three people become connected in a strange orbit. Kay loves Sumire, Sumire loves Miu, and Miu carries wounds that make loving anyone impossible. They move around each other like satellites, always close, never touching. Part 2. Love, Sumire doesn't hide her feelings. She admires Miu completely. Every conversation, every smile, every shared moment becomes precious. It is an obsession. It's the first time she has truly fallen in love. Miu hires Sumire as her assistant. They travel together, share meals, and spend long evenings talking. To everyone else, they look inseparable. But emotional closeness isn't always the same as romantic intimacy. Their bond deepens. Miu trusts Sumire in ways she trusts almost no one else. Yet something invisible always remains between them, a wall neither of them knows how to cross. Miu finally reveals the truth. Years ago, something happened that changed her forever. Since then, she has lost the ability to feel physical desire. She cares deeply for Sumire, but she cannot love her the way Sumire longs for. Sumire understands. She doesn't stop loving Miu. She simply learns to carry that love quietly. Sometimes, the hardest heartbreak isn't rejection. Part 3. Greece. Miu and Sumire travel to a small Greek island for work. The peaceful landscape feels timeless. On the island, life slows down. One evening, after an emotional confession, Sumire disappears without a trace. No struggle, no goodbye. She simply vanishes, leaving behind only questions. In her room, Miu discovers Sumire's notebook. Inside are pages describing strange dreams, loneliness, and a reality that no longer feels stable. They may be clues, or they may only deepen the mystery. Days pass. Police search the island. Nothing is found. No body, no evidence. Just silence. Sumire has become another mystery that refuses to explain itself. Part 4. The mystery one interpretation is that Sumire crossed into another reality. Throughout the novel, Murakami hints that invisible worlds exist beside our own, close enough to sense, but impossible to enter. Another theory begins with Miu's past. Years earlier, after a terrifying incident, she believed part of herself remained trapped in another world. Perhaps Sumire went searching for that missing half. Or maybe love itself erased the boundary between imagination and reality. Sumire loves someone who could never belong to her. There is no final explanation. No detective reveals the truth. The mystery remains unsolved, not because Murakami forgot to answer it, but because uncertainty is the point. Part 5. Why Sputnik Sweetheart. Sputnik? The first satellite. The title begins with Sputnik, the first artificial satellite ever launched into space. A lonely object, endlessly circling the Earth. Like Sputnik, the people in this story remain trapped in separate orbits. Kay circles Sumire. Sumire circles Miu. They revolve around one another, pulled together by gravity, yet never truly meeting. Murakami suggests that many relationships are like this. We spend our lives moving around the people we love, hoping our paths will finally cross, even when they never do. Beneath the mystery, this is really a novel about loneliness, the quiet distance between one human heart and another, a distance that words, love, and even time cannot always bridge. Sputnik Sweetheart isn't asking where Sumire disappeared. It's asking something far more personal. Can anyone ever truly know another person? Perhaps we're all satellites, searching for connection, endlessly orbiting through the darkness, hoping that one day someone will finally answer our signal. Sometimes the greatest mysteries aren't about people who disappear. They're about the distance that exists between two hearts, even when they're standing side by side.